No worries. Thank you, Luigi guy. Welcome back, everyone. We are doing Sinfessions again today. And so for those of you that haven't seen this, sub icons look good. Oh, good. We are reading the confessions of chat, weird cringe stuff that they did as a kid, or, you know, in the past anyway. We are not gonna go over like sad stuff, but you can post in that link there that is pinned about I don't know how you post your future sins. You can figure out how to do that. You can do that. As I say at the top, if you need to talk to someone for therapy or you're in a bad situation, these are the links, these are the numbers you need to call. I went for the 3 most common regions that watch me on YouTube. So one of these phone numbers is probably for you. Canada, America, and Europe, or at least England, are all in that list. So if you want to talk to someone about something that's real serious going on in your life, that is the number, that is the thing you go to, not me. Rev is, I am a therapist. Well, I have a degree in psychology, I'm not a therapist, but that doesn't mean that I'm able to actually help you. But anyway, let's read some of these. We already read the porn. Yeah, we read this one. I draw niche hardcore fetish porn. Banger of a start. Including but not limited to incest as a hobby. That's a hell of a start. I've made money off of it, and I've been featured in several fanzines, some of which I own physical copies of. Part of me wants to tell my family members, so it'll be... Music tad loud. Part of me wants to tell my family members about it, so they'll be proud of my accomplishments, but that's a bad idea for obvious reasons. Is it the incest? Because I think that it's probably a bad idea to tell your family that you draw incest. Okay. I know it comes with the territory of being involved in not safe for work content, but I feel a little disappointed that they can never know about a major part of my life. Now the music is tiny. I turned it up a bit. Yeah, the music just turned off entirely, so that's why you can't hear it. Okay. I understand wanting to get, approval from your family. This is probably not the thing to go out there and tell people at all. This is actually probably a really bad idea. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to share this part of your life with your family. I wouldn't recommend telling them. That is a thing that you're dealing with, I'm sure. Yeah, I feel like had you not included the incest, I might be in your corner and actually try and... But hardcore fetish stuff, including but not limited to incest, like, man... I mean, incest stuff is super popular. Why? I don't know. But it is. But, yeah, I think it's a specific mention of incest that's really stopping us from being on your corner on this one. Some people do porn. Yeah, incest is popular according to Pornhub. I've heard that as well. Don't tell your family about the incest, at the very least. Good luck? Definitely a sin. But also, like, kind of awesome that you're making money with your art. That is definitely a direction to go. I was seeing some friends a couple weeks ago, and one of them mentioned that a mutual friend of ours has moved back into our hemisphere after some time overseas, and that they wanted to see me. So I sent them a message, but I haven't heard back in a week, and I was really interested in them, despite how physically attractive they are. I was never really interested in them, despite how physically attractive they are. But after hearing they wanted to see me specifically, I can't stop thinking about them. What do? I can't help you here because I don't know your specific situation. This is not... Yeah, I don't know anything about this. Music's tiny bit loud again. I'm going to go insane. I'm legitimately gonna go insane. Let's try here. I'm gonna skip to a louder part of the song. Okay, this is the louder part of the song. Are we good here? Or is it still fighting me? Okay, cool. I set the level in media player rather than on my computer. Yeah, no, go, I don't know your situation at all. I inflict psychic damage on people by suggesting they watch Mike's content. He deserves more views, but apparently everyone I suggest to him thinks that he's unhinged. I mean, I've definitely been told that before. It's not a sin. But I think that some people are probably not. I feel like if you watch a Mike stream and you're not hooked by the first few minutes, he may just not be for you. You know? But he makes good content. And that's okay if it's not for you. Same for me, you know? Yeah, not a sin, but I understand. Sometimes I think of how you would look without facial hair. Baby face. Intense baby face. If I ate less dessert, I would have a little less like trunk around the cheeks, but that's where my weight likes to gather, is like right here. But kind of don't care. I'm not gonna shave my beard. I look fucking horrendous without a beard. Like, I roll with the beard. I use a keyboard tray. I eat over it. I don't clean it often. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I cleaned my keyboard. I'll be honest with you. So, if you're a sinner, I am too. Well, nothing came out, so that's a good sign. I don't know what a keyboard tray... I think that's like the slidey innie out keyboard tray. Yeah. Sin, but, you know, I can't say shit. Rev, I have turbo autism. I was always into Sonic the Hedgehog as much as a sweet neurodivergent kid can be. When we moved to a new state when I was 9, maybe 10, I eventually befriended our neighbor's kid. Sometime later that week, I had held a sleepover at my house, and that night I tucked this person into my bed and info dumped about Sonic to this poor soul. I never saw that kid again. So wait, you like tuck them in, and they're like, thanks, I'm gonna go to sleep now, and you're like, Sonic the Hedgehog is the best fucking character that's ever existed. And they're like, what? I'm trying to sleep. He's also known as the Blue Blur, not to be confused with the Blue Bomber. Different characters, same-ish time era, but like a totally different character. Based, by the way? Like, fuck it. There's weirder things to be on about. You know? When I was in the 4th grade, I had a teacher who lived across the street from me, and I would keep going up to her doorbell and ringing it, asking if I could spend time with her. I'm neurodivergent, so I didn't understand that was weird and cringe until she told my mom I would stop doing it. I info dump about fucking Warhammer every goddamn stream. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you can't. You're a child. You are a child. Children at this age can't be weird or cringe. They're children. Children are just default weird and cringe. It's okay. Don't worry about that. That's innocence, you know? Don't worry about it. In high school, I thought it was really funny to put incorrect passwords into people's phones over and over until they'd get locked out for 15 plus minutes. There was this one teacher I singled out in particular. She's a really nice lady and never got that mad at me no matter how many times I did it. I feel really bad about it now. This is a sin, however. How huge is the Sinfession backlog? It says 84. We bust through them pretty fast. This is a sin, but it is funny. I haven't seen this one. This seems like a very easy thing to do. I don't know why no one else has done this. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is fucked. No, it's fine. Like, it's been a while. Don't do that, obviously. When I was a kid, both my sister, 15, and I, 8, had a room in the basement. One night I heard noises from her room. I surprised her leaving her bedroom via her window. I learned that she was leaving the house subtly every night to go smoke weed with her friends at 2 a.m. I was scared of being alone in the dark basement, so I told her that I would tell on our parents unless she brought me with her when she was leaving. We were both kids at 2 a.m. in a very dangerous neighborhood. First off, do not smoke weed when you're 15. Holy shit, your brain's still developing. You can do a whole bunch of fucking damage. I don't know how much of, like, research has been done on weed at that age, but, like, I know at least with alcohol, like, it can do damage, and I'm like, pro weed. Let me just say that. It's not good to smoke weed under 18. I mean, like, too late to know this now, obviously. Like, this person is, like, old enough to watch me. But yeah, grads on not getting caught, I guess? One time when I was 8, I punched my older brother, who had to have been about 12, in the balls because I saw an opening to do so. I had no other reason. I just suddenly decided to be a shithead. He and my parents were not amused. Yeah, no shit, he wasn't amused. This is like such brother energy. Like, holy shit. Also, the light is super bright right now. I'm not sure if there's like a glare on the camera or something. Sibling moments. What is with kids and randomly deciding to punch their older male relatives in the balls? It's funny. Try it. My brother did come back into town this week, so, you know. When I was a little kid, I would introduce my friends to different kinds of horror media that I liked and would come across, be it movies or shows, like anthologies from the 80s and 90s. I remember one stuck with them for years and it affected how they sleep. Fast forward 20-something years and we joke about it now. I still feel a minor guilt about it. They watched it with you, man. No sin. Based. When I was younger, I had chewable vitamins. They had a rancid, bitter taste. You can say Flintstones. There are supposed to be various fruit flavors, but always tastes like chalk and warheads. Yeah. I ended up sneaking them behind a bookcase every day. No one knew until we decided to move the bookcase to another room. Like 6 or 7 years worth of daily vitamins came pouring out from behind it. Child energy of just like, yeah, hiding shit you didn't want to eat. Sin? In middle school, I accidentally grabbed a boy's ass while playing flag tag in PE. We all wore those belts with the plastic flags. Yeah, I remember that. That other kids had to try and pull off. The last ones left with the flags won. While running past one kid, I tried to grab his flag, end up missing, get a handful of ass. I feel bad about it, but I couldn't apologize while running from the kids, so I hope he didn't think I did it on purpose. I assume that he knew you weren't doing it on purpose, because that would be weird to do in the middle of a game. Is Rev quiet all of a sudden? Why? I turned it up ever slightly. Am I louder now? Also, I need to turn down the light just a little bit. There we go. He's fine? Okay. I jacked off while working at my old job in my boss's office and didn't clean up afterwards. Based. When I was about 8, I was pretty obsessed with fire. Great start. One night, my parents had some friends over, and in the garage, I set a plastic bag filled with pine cones on fire on some unfinished wooden shelf. In an attempt to put it out, I walked into the kitchen, got a glass of water, and put it on the fire to no avail. As I was getting my second glass of water right after the first one, my dad knew something was up and ran to the garage and put it out. I got in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Fucking why? Child moment. I hate it when people are like, I'm a pyromaniac. I have a lighter. It's like, great. How much shit do you set on fire? This kid was a fucking pyromaniac, right? Hey. I'm not a pyromaniac. We need to add arson to the bingo cards? Sure. I didn't like my niece as a kid because she liked to randomly scream. Now, as a sassy teen, I absolutely adore her. Awesome. Like, yeah, kids are kind of annoying when they like to scream. I will pay exorbitant amounts of money. I would pay exorbitant amounts of money than I should see. I think they mean they want all of Vinesauce, or the artist formerly known as Vinesauce, to play Deltarune. I already played it. Vinny is never going to play it. Vinny is afraid of fandoms in general, I think. So, sorry about that. You can give me the money you were going to give him, though. I don't mind. Vinny is correct. I have had no bad interactions with any of the fandoms that I've interacted with. And I straight up posted on 4chan about My Little Pony. Okay? I used to fuck with people in Dark Souls with a build designed to kill people using thorn armor. Amazing. I've run into people like that, yes. I reveled not getting kills, but breaking people's wills until they jumped off the nearest ledge, fight me, or until the fight club I was ganked us both for wasting 10 minutes of every time. Yeah, honestly, fair. Funny, though. This was pre-Tumblr apocalypse, I'm pretty sure, when I, like, posted on 4chan about My Little Pony. Like, I've touched every single fucking... I've been in every fucking community. Was there, like, an announcement that Vinesauce is dissolved? Not really, no. It's just kind of like, we all realized that we haven't done anything together as far as, like, a group, really, since, like, the last charity event, Vinesauce's Hope. And it's like, it's just, yeah. We're not... Nothing functionally will change. Because, like... What's the difference? Like... If yesterday when you didn't know that, you think that there's any difference than now, let me know what that difference is. When I was young, I borrowed a copy of Pokemon Emerald and you stole it, yeah? I ended up never giving it back, yeah. Many years later, in young adulthood, I threw a massive rager that friend attended, or was a public punch bowl full of booze that the friend dosed with codeine. No anyone could remember anything from that night. We all thought we got really drunk like we had planned. Come to find out that that person actually dosed us. Anyways, give shit back the... Wow. Yeah, I don't feel like, I feel like poisoning an entire group of people with codeine is probably... Also, how the fuck did you do... Where did they get that much codeine? Yeah, why didn't he just steal it back when he was at the house party? Also, yeah, don't mix drugs. Not a sin. I mean, you stealing the game was a sin, but yeah. No, you're not. Sin for lying. When I was 10, I stole a copy of, yep, my friend's copy of Mario Kart DS because I was jealous that she had more stuff unlocked than me. I didn't do anything with the save data and returned it a few days later, pretending I found it after it was lost and never told her the truth. At least you returned it, and that's good. When I was a kid, a friend invited me over to a sleepover in a small cabin that his dad had built in the forest. Slept on a mattress on the floor, woke up in the middle of the night needing to piss, but I was too scared to go outside, so I slid off the mattress, lifted up the side, and emptied like a gallon of piss onto the wood flooring underneath and placed it back over. I never told anyone. Filling out your bingo card, because we got pissing in random spot and hiding shit you should have eaten and stealing from other children. We also have random acts of violence. What do we also have? We need stealing from the school. Let's see if we can find that one. Oh, kink dumping, yeah. Piss goblins. This is, I don't need to tell you that this is a sin. You know this. We already had arson, yeah. When I was around 7 years old, I was, for some unknown reason, really antagonistic and aggressive to my cousin who was older than me by a few years. One time, my family and hers went to a beach resort together. I found a coconut next to the pool or something, and I took it back to our hotel room and threw it at her and clocked her in the head with it. There we go. There's some more childhood violence. Inexplicable random acts of violence. Something about this feels like a lie? If there was ever a time where there's no one with a fart fetish amongst your chat regulars, it's because I've stopped watching you. Make yourself known so I can ban you. Fart pride, I guess. Sin? I ate all the golden carrots, Minecraft, and then our spaceship crashed and we had to escape with little gay men. Okay. As a kid, I would sometimes intentionally crush the Hershey chocolate bars in front of the cashiers, so when someone went to buy them, they would end up with a bunch of broken chocolate pieces inside. As someone who's worked customer service, I want you to know I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you so much. Sin. because you know that that guy could do nothing about it. Let me take a big old sip of water real quick. Oh, that was the plot of Pikmin. Okay. Anyway, what does it say? I poisoned the water supply, now everyone's dead? Oh, fuck. Well, I guess I'm gonna die now. My name is Jeff. You coulda... Sin? The killer, or like... Dead meme? I don't know this meme. When I was 10, I was forced to play with my cousin outside. Love that. He grabbed these lights with stakes built into them and started throwing them at me. Also a thing that a child would do, yes. I was getting mad and I told him to stop, but he wouldn't listen. He eventually threw one at my forearm, to which I went indoors. I thought of a plan to use fake Halloween blood to make it look like he injured me. So I dribbled the fake blood on my forearm. When I showed it him, he started freaking out. His mom grounded him, and my mom knew it was fake, but didn't care. So, I feel like the only part of the story that's really important is that your mom knew and didn't do anything about it because she was like, all right, yeah, fuck it, that's good. Based. Incredible mom moment. The way you love talking about and brag in a good way about your wife on stream is incredibly encouraging as someone who is interested in streaming but scared that my love for my fiance will deter people from my own streams. He said that I shouldn't talk about him if I didn't want to stream because it could hurt my viewer count. Girls get more views if single, but I'd rather not pretend he didn't exist if he's my favorite person in the world, so thank you. Okay. This is actually real. And I need to, like... So, I don't know if I actually need this, but... Yeah, actually, I don't need this. Yeah, no, if you, you will lose people, you know? Because some people like watching... people and simping for them, you know? And you do lose out on money, you do lose out on viewers. But also, you know, another thing you don't have to deal with? I don't have to deal with people like messaging me about like sexually harassing stuff. They don't want to try and fuck me. But I do know, like, I know of several people who lie about whether or not they're in a relationship or not because of this exact thing. I think that by saying, first off, a lot of people don't have good folks. So I let people know that I'm in a relationship mainly because I love her, but also because I can't shut up about it. Yeah, I mean, like, we're kind of like idols. Idols get death threats when they start dating. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, if I'm not gonna... I decided very early on when I first started dating my wife that, like, I was gonna be honest about it. And I remember the day that I was like, yeah, so I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. Chat fucking exploded immediately. They were like, what the fuck? You're in a relationship? It was very funny. Honestly, it may be different if you're a girl. Honestly. But me personally, I think it works to tell people. If I don't say I have a partner, chat members think that I'm dating one of my mods because I know him by name. Yeah. Yeah. That happens too. The only thing I dislike is you set relationship standards too high. Honestly, all it takes to be in a good relationship is both of you need to communicate and both of you have to care about each other. I would, I don't know what the correct thing to do here is, or what you should say, but it works for me. But at least one of the streamers you watch, I almost guarantee it, has a significant other they don't talk about. And part of it is also, if you're dating, like, what happens if you break up and everyone wants to hear about, oh my god, like, you guys broke up, blah, blah, blah. That can be real bad too. Oh, thank you, honey. Speaking of wife in chat. Wife, what's your opinion on this? On what? I can't read. It says, I love the way that you talk and brag in a good way about your wife on stream. It is incredibly encouraging as someone who is interested in streaming but is scared that my love for my fiance will deter people from my own streams. He said that I shouldn't talk about him if I did want to stream because it could hurt my viewer count. Girls get more views if single, but I'd rather not pretend he doesn't exist when he's my favorite person in the world. So thank you. She's on mobile, so she couldn't read it. It's probably actually very small on mobile. It's kind of small on the little preview I see over there. Yeah, and I think that, like, you can find the one for you, wherever you happen to be. I mean, yeah, I guess I am dating one of my mods. But for me, it's just, I don't know. Be true to you. If you want to brag, I say go for it. I think the right audience will accept your relationship. My wife. She's really smart and really clever, and that is exactly what I was trying to say for the last couple of minutes. It's not worth it to pretend to be single. I don't know about they will eventually find out. I think you can get away with it for quite a while, but I don't. I think it just makes my life easier to talk about my wife. Because, like, what am I gonna be like? Oh yeah, the other day I was lying in bed, talking to myself, and myself said, like, how is that conversation gonna go? And yeah, honestly, you probably don't want to be... Yeah, I mean, be comfortable with who you are and be comfortable with your relationship, but yeah. But also, you don't have to be in a relationship. I always say this, like, just because I've got an awesome relationship because my wife is beautiful and smart and kind, which, speaking of, she made food, so I need to finish up. Let's read maybe like let's read 3 more. Let's do that. For some people, happiness is not having a partner. For me, happiness is having a partner, but just one. I know that some people... Do some people watch girl streamers hoping to get lucky? Yes. Yes. Why do you think the hot tub streamers do so well, man? It's not just because you can see the boobies. You can also pretend that maybe at some point you can be with the boobies. You'll never be with those boobies. Anyway, I need to read these stories or else my wife is going to eat all the food. I played the pepperoni cheesy bread song for my wife. She was unimpressed. Based of both of you. Not going to explain that. Update on showing my wife the cheesy bread song. She stood outside the bathroom door waiting for me and then snuck up behind me going yum, 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 yum to the tune of the song. Good Lord, I love my wife. Based again. And last one for the night. Well, there's another one. Fuck. Let's do two more after this one. I'm sorry. When we were kids, me and my sister came across a pile of gravel and a shovel. This should be the last one, honestly. Yeah, let's just make this the last one. I thought we'd throw some gravel in there and shovel with the shovel and try and dodge the raining gravel. My sister accidentally dropped her hat on the ground while I was swinging the gravel in the air. Didn't notice, so I accidentally hit her in the nose with the edge of the shovel. She started bleeding severely. We had to go to the ER for stitches. She still has a scar on her nose decades after the incident. Holy shit. This sounds like something kids would do, though. Also, yeah, does your sister's scar look badass? Because I've always wanted like a cool face scar. You know, one of those like eye scars that like anime characters have. I thought about doing it myself, but then I was like, people are going to ask me how I got my scar. And I'm like, what am I going to say? Oh yeah, one day I just like, you know? Like, just being like, yeah, I did it to myself is like fucking... But yeah, please update us on whether or not her nose scar looks cool as shit. Because you can have one of those ones that goes like this. That's a cool scar. That's what Luffy did 100%? What scar did he get on purpose? Not like a one where it blinds my eye. Still want to be able to see. I am an artist. I like being able to see. Under his eye when he's a kid. Oh, that one? Yeah, I guess. But that's not like a super cool one. He did it in episode 1. How do you as an artist feel about Mike using AI art in his mobile game project? So controversial. This has been asked about and talked about, and when I first heard about it, I went with it because I was like, it's my friend, whatever, but I don't think that was the correct take, you know? I don't think we've gone over this in a Sinfession. AI art is always bad. Now, that being said, I do think that part of the gimmick is that it is AI art in a shitty mobile game. I would prefer if he didn't. But he's him and I'm me. Mike said if it didn't happen this way, then it wasn't going to happen. I don't really believe he intends on making it, no. I think that, you know, AI art is bad always. And that's my take. I still love Mike. I still think he's a good dude. I just don't agree with this. And he knows that. My grandparents' show dog slept in their utility room, and sometimes I would brush his teeth with a weird two-headed toothbrush that was stored by the wash basin, thinking I could be of assistance. That wasn't until one of my parents noticed and brought the others to see how diligent I was. They had a really hearty laugh as I learned that Grandpa brushed his teeth. He brushed his teeth in the utility room for the same reason. Fuck yes. Amazing. I love that who was it? Your dad? One of your parents. One of your parents was like, oh, this is fucking good. This is why you have kids, for fucking weird shit that they do like this. All right, everyone come check out my weird son, daughter, whatever. Check out my weird kid. I love this. Wholesome sin. I'm loading this one in for when like they start going to prom and they bring their prom date over and they're like, hello, Mr. Sir, thank you for letting me go out with your kid. Oh, no problem. Hey, let me tell you about one time when they were in the utility closet brushing the teeth of the dog, but it ended up being my dad's fucking toothbrush. Hilarious. You want to see pictures of them like as a baby? Ass out? I got that. Your parents are setting up for cringe like moments like that. I'm gonna check Twitter real quick. I don't see any new art on Twitter, and I'm not gonna forget about dinner. Thank you guys for watching. Because of the dissolution of Vinesauce in the way that it is, and again, it doesn't really matter. The Boru's not going to work for me anymore. So if you want to send art to me on Twitter, hashtag RevFart. That's art with an F, fart. And that's where I'm going to be looking for art. I can also check the Boru, not the Boru, the Discord and stuff, but it's fucking around right now. And I don't know which of these are supposed to be for me. There probably should be a separate section for like stream art or something, because none of these are like or you tag me. Yeah, we could make a Rev Fart channel. Yeah, we should probably do that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.